John Axford's, and this is a sad story. John Axford's 2-year-old son, John Axford, is a relief pitcher for the Colorado Rockies. His 2-year-old son in Arizona got bit by a rattlesnake. I believe right now he's in the hospital. There's no word if they're going to have to amputate his toes or not. We have the Snake Man on the show. I was thinking about talking about this yesterday, but you are our resident reptile guy. For the record, I am not a hunter. I don't own a gun. I don't believe in killing things. I wouldn't kill things for meat. That's just not who I am. But if I saw a rattlesnake in my yard, I'm getting my lawnmower or my weed eater, because that is about survival for me. For someone like you, how would you handle that snake, and how should others handle that snake?
They shouldn't handle the snake, first off. Rattlesnakes are dangerous and can be deadly. And to the point where John asked her son, the rattlesnake venom is a tissue destroyer. There's other, venoms from different snakes work in different ways, but rattlesnake venom destroys tissue. So if you get bitten, it's a bad bite, and you're going to lose some flesh. And maybe even some body parts. So my thoughts go out to John and his son. Hopefully things are going to be okay. So you shouldn't handle the snake to begin with. If you are afraid of the snake moving away, you can get a trash can and put a trash can on top of the snake. Animal control are well versed in this. I've actually gone out and spoken to animal control about proper snake handling procedures and how to safely deal with, maybe a lost boa or python, or even reptiles like rattlesnakes. So they're trained for this. So call those folks. They can remove that from your property in a safe way where the snake doesn't have to die. If you are bound and determined to move the snake, rattlesnakes are not very fast moving, except when they strike. They're not very long strikers. So if you had a very long rake or something like that, you were able to lift the snake up and put it into a trash can.
A weed eater.
A very long
weed eater?
rake.
What are you doing?
I would try that first.
A rake?
The weed eater, you have to be right on top of the snake.
No, I would cover it with the garbage can, and then I would have somebody in the back lift it up, and boom, I'd stick it in, just like that. That's over.
That plan has no chance.
Right. So
why, you don't think so?
Who are you going to get to hold that trash can?
No,
that
you
you're
stand
opening
behind. You
as
stand
the snake
behind it.
just takes after that person.
Put it on their trash can. Call animal control. That's what you should do.
Right.
But if you're, I feel uncomfortable even recommending any action past that. But a long rake or something like that, because rattlesnakes have a tendency to stick on a stick or a hook. You could lift it up, put it into a trash can, put the lid on the trash can, and again, you can call animal control and deal with it that way. That's going to be the absolute safest way. Let the experts handle that.
In most cases, they just get surprised, right? This is a 2-year-old. He would have no idea, to differentiate between a snake. So, Chad, you would know, when you'd walk up on a snake or you almost step on it, they're not. This mythology that the snake's just zooming around the yard looking to strike. In a case of a rattlesnake, they're just trying to stay cool, and something just basically alarms them, right? They're not looking to strike necessarily, I guess, unless they're feeding or looking for food.
Most snakes are ambush predators. So they're going to be kind of hidden away, and something's going to go by, and either that they feel afraid and they're going to strike out, or they're thinking you're mistaking you for food. But they're not running around trying to bite human beings. The snakes are smart enough to recognize they can't eat you and swallow you. You're just too big.
Boas can't. Boas don't believe that.
They do believe that.
What's the biggest animal a boa can eat?
Boas are they're actually not that big as far as the really big snakes.
I've watched a lot of Animal Planet, and those guys can digest a lot.
Animal Planet is terrible animal TV, by the way. It's awful animal TV.
Leave it to the expert here.
But a really large boa is 10, 12 feet. So it could take down some large rabbits, but it couldn't take down any human.
Right.
Outside of maybe a really small infant. And how's that going to happen?
Like a 2-year-old.
A 2-year-old would be too big for a boa constrictor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it true, by the way, that if I play a piccolo, I can actually get it to hop into the garbage can?
You can lead them out of Ireland.
I've seen some Middle Eastern movies where that's happened.
You can lead snakes out of Ireland by playing a Irish flute or something. Isn't that the legend? St. Patrick's Day or something?
Yeah. Something like that.